Hello folks, what is up? And welcome to my second podcast. Kickstarting the blog. October started out as planned, but I encountered a hiccup along the way. Here is the passive income report for October 2019. My goals for the month were to write at least 5 blog posts, continue to refine the WordPress look and feel, as well as installing all of the required plugins. Furthermore, I was looking for tools to help me generate blog posts as well as creating a strong social media strategy. I had a few blog posts in the past about other topics, such as programming, and I knew from that experience how to improve blog posts for SEO. My main issue now is that, aside from YouTube, I had never really utilized any social media platform to promote my content. There most certainly is a lot I have yet to learn. Also, I wanted to convert my posts into a podcast, as well as upload them onto YouTube to extend the reach. I was not expecting though to spend a lot of my available spare time in October on miscellaneous things, but more about that later. Social platforms. While reading up on the history and success of the Dollar Sprout blog, I decided that I will try a similar approach and utilizing Pinterest as my main springboard into the social media environment. I invested a lot of time to research the best ways of building out my boards, and I created the first few pins this October. At first, it was hard for me to find a stylistic inspiration from what I have seen as viral pins in personal finance blogs. It took some time because I wanted to come up with a unique style, one which I can apply to all of my pins to make them stand out from the rest. At the end, I was very happy with what the outcome was. The only thing which I want to add on to my new pins is a new logo, which I have been working on. But hey, don't be fooled by all the things I have accomplished this past month. There are also a lot of things which I did not accomplish in October. One of the most important goals I let slide in October was not that I only created 4 blog posts instead of 5. It was the fact that I did not invest as much time and effort into building up my Pinterest account. I wanted to create at least 10 pins per blog post and build out my boards with other valuable pins to link to. I want to provide as much value as I can possibly provide at this point in the game. One of the big lessons from this failure for me is that I have to habitualize the posting of contents to Pinterest. This means I will be on Pinterest for a minimum of 15 minutes every day. You got to start slow. Setting goals. Setting goals is something which I have to do in order to keep me focused on what I want to accomplish. Without goals, I feel like I'm drifting in a soup of ideas, work, dreams, and social media platforms without directions. Here are the major goals I had for October. Come up with a social media strategy. Pinterest. Create a podcast per blog. SoundCloud. Create at least 5 blog posts. Start a YouTube channel. And build out the blog structure and find the right plugins for it. You may be thinking that writing 5 articles is a walk in the park, and you probably are correct on that one. However, I wanted to really shore up the look and feel of the blog and get my bearings in order first. The additional time and effort spent on the WordPress setup has surely paid off. So, going through the goals for the past month, I accomplished a lot, but I also failed at some. I already talked about the failure to spend more effort on growing the Pinterest account. I have also not been able to add 5 new blog posts. Creating contents is the most important part of any blog, of course. There is no need for any of the other tasks if I can't produce the best possible new content in time. Especially in the beginning of a blog, you have to focus on adding real value for your readership. As far as tooling, I was fairly successful in finding most of the plugins I need for this blog. Here are the ones that I have installed this past month. The-Image 360. That's a plugin that displays 360 degrees images in WordPress. Google Analytics dashboard for WordPress. Meta Slider for some image slideshows. Table Press to display the income reports table. Updraft Plus backup and restore. As the name suggests, it's always good to make regular backups. Play HT, WordPress audio, to convert any blog posts to audio, although I'm not currently using it. The last plugin may be an easy way to offer a way for my readership to listen to all of my blog posts, even if I didn't find the time to personally narrate every single blog post. I'm still deciding if I should use this plugin or not. It is a rather robotic sounding translation after all. Otherwise, I would only provide audio for some of my posts. One really great tool I found is an online speech-to-text translator, which can help writing blog posts by dictating it to a notepad. This tool is completely free and is working reasonably well. All you need to have is a semi-decent microphone and you are good to go. I have also signed up with Fiverr and have paid for a cool new graphic which I will incorporate into the blog. These images are intended to be motivational to everyone trying to escape the rat race and make money online. To keep me honest and accountable to achieving my goals, here is what my major goals in November are going to be. Write at least 6 blog posts and create at least 3 podcasts. Create at least 10 pins per blog post. That's a total of 60 pins. Write the first affiliate email report. Create a new logo, intro, jingle for the blog, podcast, and YouTube. Find a better SoundCloud audio player for my site. Life happens. Aside from being a blogger, I'm also a proud father of 2 soccer players. Both Lucas and Ian are playing travel soccer. That means that almost all of our weekends are filled with going to multiple soccer games. Last weekend was no exception. We packed the family to our minivan and headed out to the soccer field, which was about an hour away. The difference was that this time we did not quite make it all the way. Instead, our minivan was T-boned by a truck, which left, unfortunately, everyone involved unharmed. Our beloved minivan, however, has been declared a total loss. The images above links to the first blog article about the accident. I'm working currently on the follow-up blog post, which will be posted as soon as it is finished. This also shifted the topics I wanted to write about in the coming weeks, from mainly online-based money, income and saving tips to now focusing on my experience with the insurance companies. This will eventually lead to a comparison of different insurance companies and their offerings. You know that you have a good insurance company if you survive an accident and then walk away feeling you have been taken care of. This also includes how the insurance companies rectifies any financial loss of yours. I know insurance companies are in the business to make money and it's hard for them to part with it. On the other hand though, we are paying monthly premiums to be covered. Being made whole again is exactly why we pay premiums for these types of situations. My experiences may be helpful to other people when deciding in getting or switching their insurance providers. To be continued. Passive Income Report, October 2019. I did only spend $12 this month for the images from Fiverr. Of course, I did not receive any income from the blog. This is the early part of starting this particular blog, and I do not expect to receive any noticeable income for another few months. The main point to keep in mind though is what you want to achieve with this blog. Adding value and content over time and steadily grow your audience.